Welcome back to Criminal Diesel Boys. Today's sponsor of the video is Boost Auto. They sent us over a brand new set of the LumaStep M2s to put on our glorious med cab here. Of course, it is still winter here, even though it doesn't look like it. We are in the middle of build season, so we want to put these on as soon as possible so we can use them all year long. We have a long summer coming up, thousands and thousands of miles coming up with the old girl, along with the rest of the fleet. Make the med cab look and feel like a brand new truck. All the brand new trucks come with these power folding steps. It's going to be actually better than that, saying that these LumaStep M2s have a massive light bar on them, and it's going to give the med cab and your truck, if you end up buying one of these, an overall gorgeous show look. It's going to draw a bunch of attention. You'll go perfectly with all your rock lights, all your LED lights, all your aftermarket lighting, which you can also find on Boost Auto, now that I mention it. And it's going to add a lot of uniqueness to the side of your truck. I guarantee you're not going to see many of these rolling around, so I mean, if you want your truck to stand out, I mean, there is only one option. I mean, let's get real here. Of course, if you guys follow us on Criminal Diesel here, if you don't, you should subscribe. But if you do, you know that our trucks are nothing normal. There's nothing normal about our trucks, okay? I got 5-foot Longhorns on my first-gen Cummins, okay? We're always looking for a brand new way to step out of the box, show what we can do on the channel here, make our truck stand out. I honestly think this is going to be a perfect addition to the fleet. It's going to draw a lot of attention to the med cab, and it'll draw a lot of attention to your truck too. It doesn't matter if your truck is falling apart. I mean, even if you want your rusted out F-150 with no rocker panels to look good, throw these steps on. You will get attention. I'm not sure if it's going to be the rust or the lights, but people are going to be looking for sure. I don't even know if I can put this in the video, dude. So I'm going to take you guys around back before we get the med cab in the garage and go over the steps and the brackets and what Boost Auto sent us. All right, so we are going to take a look at the steps here and unbox the honker. I'm sure the UPS driver loved carrying these things around. Right off the rip, you can tell that these have a solid textured finish to them. I would assume for ultimate grip in the rain, snow, whatever. Flip them over, you can see the light up strip here. That is a light strip and a half right there. That thing is huge. We'll set this one off to the side. Last thing I want to do is scratch that. I don't think I could scratch it even if I threw it, but oh, look at this. Free koozie? Let's go. Useless box here. Don't need that. Just as I expected, this one's just as quality as the other one. I don't know about you guys, but I literally could not wait any longer. So we're gonna mock these up here. If they look anything like this, I'm extremely, extremely excited. We have to go over the important stuff, which is this big, huge, massive box right here. These are the brackets and the motors. I can tell you what, these things look great, dude. They're made out of 3/16" steel, powder coated to perfection. As you can tell, they actually have the same finish as the steps. This is not a power one, so this is going to be towards the rear of the truck. So these are a free floating joint here. They do have Boost Auto printed on the side here. I mean, you want people to know what steps you got. You're spending all this money. Of course, you want them to look as good as possible for as long as possible. So that's a really good option there. Then we get to the big hefties up here, the big honkers. This is what's going to be driving the entire step from out and back under your truck. This is going to be connected to a power source, so this is pretty much going to be doing all of the work. This is going to be towards the front of the truck, as you can tell. This one's going to be on the passenger side. Of course, the motor is mounted on this side to keep all the rocks and stones and salt and dirt and snow out away from the motor as much as possible. Even though it won't hurt the motor, it's always nice to have it out of that debris zone. We do also have a bunch of brackets and hardware up there. We're not going to dig into that quite yet. We're going to get the truck inside, get everything laid out, follow instructions, and get these things installed. Oh, there she is. Last clipper running with no power steps on. We have our wiring, we have our king koozie, but we don't quite need that yet. I have a bunch of parts in here. We got a big box right there. Could be wrong, but this looks like some kind of computer. Power step ECU. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what runs everything. Nice. Love when companies send you this stuff. Free zip ties. Sweet. All right, so what you are seeing here is literally everything that you need to install these steps. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This looks very, Very simple. All right, so now Boost Auto is so confident that you guys will have no problem installing this. The kit actually doesn't come with any instructions. I know that's gonna throw you off here for a second. And as you can see, go right down through YouTube here, Boost Auto running boards installation. It'll literally walk you through your make and model, LumaStep M1, M2, whatever you need. And since we are dealing with a 2013 Ram 2500 Medcab, we are going to go ahead and click on this old girl right here, and it pulls up exactly what I need. Find your make, model, trim level, whatever it may be, find your video, click on it, watch it all the way through. I'm not a DIY guy. This channel isn't DIY. So we're going to install them, and we're going to test them out. I'll walk you guys through it a little bit, but I'm not going to tell you every step of the way. So if you want a full installation guide, follow this little guy right here. All right, so we are over on the driver's side of the truck. If you guys were lucky enough to buy a truck with the standard OEM mounting hardware for the OEM running boards, you get to skip a whole step as far as the Boost Auto running board installation goes. This truck came stock with running boards, so we do have the threaded holes up in here in the rocker panels that we won't really have to necessarily mess with. And the Boost Auto motorized bracket can mount right up to that. No threaded flanges needed. Now, if you don't have that, you are gonna have to add a step to your entire process. Overall, it's not bad. We're gonna get those standard bolts out, get the first bracket installed. I call this the human rag. Yep. We're gonna throw this motor right up here. You got 2 bolts with lock washers. Tighten them down. We now have our mounting bracket, which requires 2 different size bolts. 2 of them are 13 mil and the other 2 are 10 millimeter. Both of them have lock washers and flat washers to them. Here is our mounting bracket. This is going to connect the actual arm to the rocker. These do go in pretty easy, so you're not going to really necessarily need a wrench until you start cranking on that lock washer there. All right, so that's tight. Now we move on to the 10 millimeter bolts. Good to go. Oh, I had it backwards. Ah, my finger! These things might be easy to install, but they don't prevent stupidity, so this one should be even easier because everything's way off to the side. So just like I predicted, the rear bracket went on 10 times easier. Now that we got both retractable arms mounted in the front and rear of the truck, it's time for wiring. Wiring is never fun, usually. I mean, unless you're a wiring guy. However, it looks like Boost Auto gives you a very simple layout. Everything's already corrugated. Not really sure where we have to plug everything or what wires we have to use right off the rip here to wire in that side step. But saying that there's only 3 packages here, I can't imagine it's going to be that hard. Say this is a mandatory step, but this is a step that's mandatory if you really want to get stuff done. All right, so we got the plugs connected to the coat hanger all wrapped up. We're gonna feed this down through, I don't know if you can see me. We're gonna feed this down through the driver's side inner fender well, and hopefully she comes out on the other side. Should be pretty relatively simple. Maneuver around all the previous wiring. We're gonna go up underneath here. As you guys can see, we got the coat hanger right here. Coat hanger fell off. That's all right though. We do have our wires. There we go. Put them up over the frame rail, just like that. If you guys can't tell, we have the wiring right next to our motor. Right, now that we got all the garbage electrical tape off, we can start plugging in some stuff. So this stage is actually pretty simple. So we got our 5-pin connector here. This is what's going to be powering the drive motor, the control motor, control arm, drive motor, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the main switch here. Boom. Once you hear that, you should be dialed. All right, so you also have your 2-pin and 3-pin wiring right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know it's kind of tough. This is only a step if you have the lit up ones. This harness that we just ran down through behind the driver's side inner fender well, and we're gonna click it in to the control arm module. Now we're back up in the engine bay. Before we go too much farther, we're going to disconnect both negative terminals of the batteries. It's always a good idea to disconnect your batteries when you're doing electrical work. It's always a good time installing new parts in your truck, but it's never a good time to get electrocuted. Make sure the truck stays safe. Make sure you stay safe. I mean, you could always skip this step if you're going for a world record here, but I wouldn't. I could, actually. Do whatever you want. I don't know. I don't care. All right, now we have our complimentary zip ties that Boost Auto very generously gives us because they are very expensive and very hard to get and rare and limited and whatever. This is a little criminal diesel advice here. If you guys are using white or those ugly clear zip ties or whatever to install parts in your truck, you have a serious problem. But we do have the ECU here. This is everything that your entire bloodline ever wanted. She's lubed right up. Got this unit right down here. go ahead and snug up the zip tie. Surprisingly, this is the hardest part so far. All right, so now that we got the ECU installed, we are gonna run the passenger side wire through the wiper cowl, crossed, and down to that battery. I don't know exactly if this is what you're supposed to be doing, but we're at least gonna try it here, and you guys will find out in 2 seconds whether or not it was a good idea. God damn it. Did not end up going up underneath the wiper cowl here. However, we did run it across the engine bay, nice and clean. It's not fully installed yet. We do have the other wires down here that we are also going to electrical tape together along with the coat hanger, push it down through the passenger side and our fender well. Since we don't have those brackets on quite yet, these are pretty much just gonna hang there. Get that out of the way. Less wires in the engine bay to worry about, and then we're gonna start running some power. All right, now that we got all the wiring situated for the most part, we are going to hunt down some light. We do have to tap into the front projectors here. Unfortunately, we do have to take them out, but it's honestly no big deal. It's only 2 10mm bolts, one right here, one down in there. Now remove the headlight, tap into it with a little black connector here that Boost Auto gave us. Whatever the ECU is telling the headlight to do, the headlight should be able to tell the running boards what to do, so we don't have to dig deep into the ECU or lighting process of the actual truck. RAM already did the hard part for us. This is pretty much a wire tap in. It's pretty much a connector. Wiring setup is going to be a little bit different for your quad headlights, for your lower level trucks like your Tradesmans and Bighorns. However, if you do have the projector style headlights for your Laramies and above, you are going to use this. Just like that. Plug it in, make sure it clips. That clicks in just like that. All right, so a couple hours later, and we do have all the wiring completely finished up for the most part. It's not finalized, but we are very close. Everything's routed across the cowl. Everything's pretty much to the battery. We have a couple pigtails left that we just pretty much have to tighten down with those 10mm bolts right there. We are pretty close to firing up the motors for the steps. All right, I didn't put it on camera, but we did run a couple wires through the firewall to the OBD2 port up underneath the dash here. So they are pretty much just spliced in. We have a long wire that we need to take care of. We also have a bunch of slack for the steps themselves. We need to find a home for all that. I'm not too worried about that right now because I'm just excited to get the steps actually on and working. I think all we have to do is connect it to the battery itself, and we should have power to the steps. Another thing that I didn't explain on camera necessarily is that we did get the wires tapped into the headlights for the LED strips on the steps. They are tapped in. It doesn't show it in the Boost Auto video, but I found it a lot easier just to take off the front grille. These bolts down in here are a lot easier to get in and out without the grill on. Now I haven't put them in yet just in case we have some kind of wiring flaw. Having that grill off, it's only 4 bolts and 2 clips on the bottom. It's very easy to take on and off. Highly recommend doing that. I could have saved a lot of time by running the wires just quickly, but I wanted to hide all the wires as much as humanly possible within a certain time frame. So you can barely see, like we have a couple wires poking up out of here, but for the most part they are ran right alongside the cowl. You can't hardly see anything. All right, so we're going to take off this accessory connection here. Both wires on there, tighten it down, and then we have positive power to the steps. Good crank without over rotating it. We are going to do the same with the negative side. Go ahead and throw these eyelets on here. For some reason, Boost Auto did put a red shrink wrap eyelet on here. Not really sure why. The wire is black, so we know it's negative. All right, so we have negative power, then we're connected to the truck. Truck has power now, all the lights are on. If I'm not mistaken, the step just came out down there. We're in good shape here. All right, so if you guys remember from when we installed this arm here, this was in. I think we are golden. So we're gonna go ahead and test run it real quick here by shutting the door. Wait for it. That's how it's done right there. So we have power to the drive motor, and we are in business. So of course, naturally, the first thing that I'm gonna do is throw on this step over on this side, get the lights hooked up, see what they look like all lit up. I think right there is about where it's gonna sit. All right, so step is fully installed. Give me 1 second, we'll turn on the lights, and we'll see if she lights up. Hopefully they work. Step comes out, already extremely handy. Oh, it's got a startup sequence too. All right, lights on the truck are off. Woo-hoo-hoo! How's it look close? Wow. Look how well it goes along with the strip of LED that we got on the headlights compared to the side of the truck here. It completely fulfills the side of the truck. The side of the truck doesn't get too much light. Now that that's there, we're golden. See what the hazards look like? They are amber. They got a switchback function too. Oh yeah. Yes, they do. At least I know I didn't put them on backwards. It's a little bit brighter on camera, but it's like a dark amber in person. And you can see, once again, it goes along great with the headlights that we got built here. The CD hauling performance right there standing out. There you go, guys. That is the Med Cab with the Boost Auto LumaStep M2s, and they look nothing short of phenomenal. This is the point in the video where I'm going to put you guys on time lapse. We of course still have to do the passenger side, reel back on, tighten the truck down, take her outside and see what she looks like. So the Med Cab has both sides on. I do have the passenger side installed. I made sure everything was perfect so you can pop the hood. There's no wiring issues whatsoever. You can definitely spend a lot less time if you just slap the wires in there, but I, being the absolute professional I am, rerouted all the wires so you can barely even tell that the side steps are mounted onto the truck within the engine bay. Passenger side looks great. Driver side looks great. We're gonna get this thing outside because it is pitch black out now, and we're gonna see how it looks. What do you think, Cash? Think, Bubba? Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. It goes so well with the DRLs on the heads. It definitely gives the truck an overall wild look, that is for sure. Dane's got the switchbacks on. Oh yeah, people will definitely know that you're turning, for sure. He's got the hazards on. I thought he just had one turn signal on. This thing lights up the entire ground. So sweet that it's like a multi-purpose accessory. You have your lights, you have your turn signals, you have your side steps, you have your retractable side steps so they're done out of the way and they don't give that ugly look that normal side steps give off. Boost Auto might have something spicy for us up top, on top of the cab there, in the video soon to come. Just hold on for that. For right now, we're gonna hold on to these side steps. They look great. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna go drive around with this thing. All right, boys, it is the end of the week. We have successfully driven the Med Cab all week long with these brand new Boost Auto running boards. Just from casually cruising around town, locals notice it, people that I work with notice them. They definitely draw your eye with a massive light bar on the side of your truck. It's just something that I've always wanted on the truck, but I've never really dug into until right now. I cannot be happier with these steps. One feature that I forgot to mention while we were installing them is that it does have a stop to wash feature. I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but you're washing your truck, you're just going through daily life and you need your steps down. If you go ahead and shut the door and put your foot on the step for nearly 2-3 seconds, the step will actually stay down and it will not retract until you reopen and close the door. So if you need it open for some reason, if you're washing your truck, if it's got mud on it, whatever, you need to power wash all that crap off, you have free access to have a fully usable running board without the retractable accessory, I guess. Pretty much all you have to do to reset it, it's as simple as this. Just open the door, crack the door, it comes back out to reset its normal position. About 2 or 3 seconds later, it retracts just like normal. All right, guys, we're going to close out the video. Thank you once again to Boost Auto for supplying us with these absolutely phenomenal side steps. They look great. They work great. Really excited to see the kind of abuse that they can actually go through. Right now, it only has like 1 week of abuse on it, but it came in handy multiple times already. If you guys are interested in buying one of these sets of side steps for your GMC, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Toyota, whatever it is, click the link in the description below. Let them know that I sent you, because you know, that's kind of important to me personally. Yeah. Ultimately, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We got more stuff coming for the Med Cab. She's not done yet. Thank you again. I'll see you next time. Bye.